evening, YouTube. Here with you a little bit after 11 o'clock, 11 p.m. that is. I've had a kind of a long day. I love water. I had my trials and tribulations with the car. As it stands right now, I put the battery charger on there for, it was over 2 hours on fast charge, and I checked it in after about an hour, and it had come up quite a bit, so I think it's taken a charge. So I will, like I said, get it started hopefully in the morning, even if I have to use the boost feature to get it started, and then try to check the alternator output and see if it's up to snuff. And that is the plan. Right now I have it turned it off the fast charge and put it on the 2 amp float charge for overnight, and I don't know how much that'll charge. According to my charger, it's as charged as it's going to get. You guys all know how those chargers work with the needles, right? They go up while they're charging, and then they come back down, until they're down to basically nothing. And that's the way this one is. But the thing of it is, it didn't start out much different than it is now. So I don't know. It may be a bad battery charger. I don't know. I got it at Harbor Freight, quite a few years ago. So anywho, it works on the start though. I know that because it starts right up when I put it on that start boost. So anywho, that's that. While I was out in the garage, I did get some work done. Besides the car, I did get this done. This is sanded off now. I've got to take a damp rag and go over it, but it has been sanded now. These spots here just hardly won't come out. Now they're I don't think they're causing any problems, but I don't know what that was. But stickers came off with no problem. That one was a little bit of a problem, but I finally got it all off. And I do have the one with the serial number to go back on there. So that will be, I still haven't wiped it off, like I said. I got to do that, but I will do that probably tomorrow sometime. I don't really have to worry about Kylie until I get my car fixed, so that's they were all in a tizzy this evening, I think, about she has to work, I think, tomorrow, or maybe it's Thursday, but they have her working at 4, so that means as soon as she gets off school, somebody's got to take her up there. So she asked me if I could do it if my car wasn't the problem. I said yeah, so I don't mind doing it. And then after that, she come back and said, well, Billy, her brother, could probably pick her up from work the one night she has to work late. I think it was Thursday night, because he works late, and he works just down the street from her, so that would make sense. And then later on, she came back and said her sister Jordan probably could take her if I didn't want to, if I couldn't, or didn't want to, or whatever. So now I pretty much got out of that. Didn't even have to do anything. I just said yeah, no, and that was it. So I dearly love water. Anywho, that's pretty much it. I do have some good news. These spots here, you guys see that? This is old people spots. That's what those are. Yeah, there's one there too. This is from grabbing that wrench today and trying to pull that nut, get that nut off. It never fails. Every time I do something like that, I get a spot like that, and it just burst blood vessels under there. I know what it is, but it didn't used to happen. So it's old people stuff. Anyway, I'd like to start to say I have supposedly getting my O-scope that I ordered tomorrow. That just came from Walton, Kentucky, so I figured I would get it fairly quick. And I also checked on my FM transmitter, stereo transmitter that I ordered from IC Station, the one that Dave over at 12 Volt Vids built, and it's in Chicago, so it's supposed to be here by Friday. Remains to be seen whether it is or not, but you know, that's what it's supposed to be here. And one of the other items I ordered, this was my last check, this was the little FM radio tuner thing from China. It has finally made it through China Post and is apparently on its way to here, so that's good. So some progress being made. Now still two of the other things I ordered. One was the power supply for the O-scope, the 9-volt wall wart. They gave a tracking number right after I paid for it. That's it. You know, it just, I don't understand what they think that does when they do that, but it doesn't do a thing, because until you ship it, actually take it to the post office and ship it, doesn't mean anything. So in that one, that and the little function generator, same thing. They got a tracking number right away, but you know, basically holding on to it for dear life instead of letting go. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe he just, you know, I don't blame everybody, but I like to know about it, because I used to sell things a lot, and I told people up front that I took things to the post office usually on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And you know, if I didn't have anything on Wednesday and I had something to mail Thursday, well, it went out Friday. So you know, that was that's just the way things work. You know, I'm not going to go every day. I get, you know, I have to. I can understand that. I don't blame people for that. You know, but it'd be nice if they said that, you know, up front and said, hey, you know, I only mail things once a week or whatever it is, and you know. Anywho, been thinking about this. I know you can't see this, but I'm going to show you this. Y'all remember this? My little inspection camera. What I come up with is to get a grommet to fit that. And the grommet has basically a circular divot in it, or groove, whatever you want to call it. And I'm thinking about either taking a washer that size to go in there, or something of that sort, and soldering maybe something on that to fit basically something like this, to where, you know, I can basically put it on there and use the tripod with it. Or not the tripod, the camera boom, I should say. But that's just a thought right now. I don't know for sure I'm going to do it, but I think I might like to do that. So I got a lot of comments on the alternator of the battery thing, that and everybody seems to be pretty positive in their opinion, which is good. I like that. I have my opinion also. You know, I was wrong. I'll tell you, everybody up front. Now people don't think I do this, but I was wrong up front. I really thought it was the starter. I thought it was the solenoid. You guys, I've seen an interesting thing back and forth on how to pronounce solder. This English guy said it's solder. And of course all the Americans said it's solder. I think there was 22 replies on that. It was kind of funny. But anyway, just for my British people over there, you guys, I know you guys pronounce it solder. That's fine. And that's the way it is in the dictionary for you guys. But our dictionary says solder. So that's just the difference between two cultures. It's no big deal. But anyway, like I started to say, what was I saying? I was saying something else. I got off on track. I get off track so many times like that. It's just I forget what I'm saying and what I was doing or anything else. So anyway, whatever it was, probably wasn't that important. But it was the alternator thing. Yeah, like I said, if I didn't say it already. But anyway, in the morning I will take and use the battery, and hopefully it's up enough to start the car. And I'm going to do the test with the voltmeter to see what its crank, or what the alternator is putting into the battery when it's running. That should be between 14 and 15 volts, I think. I think 13.8 would probably be the lowest possible that you'd want to go for something like that while it's running, while it's charging, I should say. Also, it was pointed out, I watched a couple of videos by Chris Fix. You guys, some of you guys may know him on YouTube, but he had a good way of testing the battery too, which I hadn't really considered. I was just gonna basically put it in and see if it cranked the car, you know, so. But he said to leave the lights on for a couple minutes before you crank the car, and he said that removes any surface charge, and then you crank the car, and if it doesn't start, it's got a dead cell or whatever. So that's a good idea. But my thing is right now to check the alternator, so I'm going to, like I said, get the car started. If it doesn't want to start off the battery, then I'm gonna know right away that it's probably a dead cell, because it's after charging all night, that thing should be up. But anyway, if I had to put it on boost to get it started, I'll do that. But I want to make sure that alternator is working, because, you know, there's a chance that both the alternator and the battery are no good. And if that's the case, I may not get to drive again for a long time. I did find a battery at Walmart. Now, this is the 1-year battery. You guys probably have seen these, the value battery or whatever it is. And I've heard a lot of people say they bought them and they just last for a year. So, you know, for 50 bucks, I don't think that's a good value, because, you know, the next step up for me would be, I think, the 3-year battery was $75. So it's only $25 more. You get a couple more years out of it. And I'm thinking down the road, you know, that car's not going to last too many more years. So, you know, what I'm thinking, I think I would go for it, 75 bucks. So I could do that. And then if it's the alternator too, though, I haven't even priced those yet. God, it's been so long since I had to put an alternator on a car, I don't even know if I can still do it. But anyway, like I said, it's just I'm hoping it's not, because, man, I tell you what, this car's been really good. I haven't really done anything to it for the time I've had it, basically 6 years. And of course now it's going to be one of those things where, you know, this goes wrong, that goes wrong, and, you know, it's got 184,000, I think, on it, something like that. And so, you know, I expect things to go wrong, but, you know, it can't be perfect for the whole of its life, you know. I understand that, but I'm just hoping, you know, everything doesn't go off at once. My biggest fear is that the starter goes out at the same time, so you know, it could happen. I've seen things like this, worse things happen. So oh God, it tastes good. There's just nothing better than water when you're thirsty. I don't care what you say. Anywho, trying to think what I was doing. Oh yeah, the cabinet. I'm gonna take that out probably and paint it tomorrow while I'm out working on the car. I don't think it's supposed to be near as warm tomorrow. It got up to 75 here today. That's kind of unusual. Of course, we've had rain and thunderstorms and tornado watches, all the good stuff that comes with springtime weather. So, you know, I don't know, whatever. But anywho, I'm going to get off here. I've rambled on too long as it is. So, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day, evening, whatever it is. And I do appreciate you watching. And you guys take care now, and we will see ya. That's how you do it, Bill.
That's all, folks.